Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to this exciting live stream that we were doing with Microsoft today. My name is Vicky Bruns. I'm the Principal Product Marketing Manager for the ConnectWise ecosystem, and I'm joined by my amazing guest, the Erwin Visser. How are you doing,
Wow.
Erwin?
Yeah, well, after an announcement like this, much better. But hey, thanks, Vicky, for having me. I'm excited to join you on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I've only had like 5 cups of coffee on top of the exciting announcement that went out on the newswire this morning. I just feel like that's probably too much for one human being. But I did want to get a little bit of your background out there for our viewers to know who you are. You and I know each other because we've had a lot of cool collaboration meetings internally at ConnectWise. We had some fun doing some fireside chats together at Automation Nation in Q1. But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Erwin.
Yeah. So hey, thanks, Vicky. So I'm at Microsoft. I think the title and you announced me, and I run the go-to market and the strategy for our cloud solution provider program and network of partners for Americas. So everything we sell through our CSP platform into our SMB and corporate accounts.
Okay, awesome. And tell me a little bit about your, I guess you've been working with ConnectWise in this collaboration for a little over a year now, and I feel like there's so much excitement around this announcement from earlier today because we really started off with the cybersecurity journey together. I know we're going to dig into that a little bit more, but as far as the announcement goes, you want me to say it or you want to say it?
Yeah. Hey, it's your announcement, so I'll let you say it. But we're excited about this.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, if this is the first time you're hearing about it, this is exciting news for the MSP community. We have a new integration that we just launched in the ConnectWise AZO platform, which includes ConnectWise RMM as well as ConnectWise PSA. And there are automated workflows essentially with Microsoft Defender for Business that we've created there, right? So in terms of being able to see incidents or potential things that are happening in your environment, it's creating tickets and letting you know that those things are happening in real time. And yeah, I mean, I think it just, again, builds to the narrative that we've been creating. I feel like it's a saga, right? We've got like all of these chapters of this story together. Chapter 1 was like the partnership in ConnectWise MDR, our managed SOC offering with Defender for Business. This is chapter 2. I'm excited to see what chapter 3 brings. I don't know about you.
Well, I have a list, to be honest, but let's focus on security for today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hey, and as I'm very excited about this, Vicky, and the partnership that we have with ConnectWise in the first place. Security is such an important topic for SMB customers. It's what we have seen over the last 12 months is that cyber attacks has gone up like with a factor of 3 across the world, and cybercrime itself has become and if you would think about cybercrime as an industry or as a GDP, it now represents more than $8 trillion worldwide. Yeah, which to give you perspective, that is like the GDP of the UK and Germany combined. And so for us in Microsoft, it's super important, clearly, for us to protect our customers and to make sure that they have state-of-the-art security technology. And we're very excited with the partnership with ConnectWise because you have the ability to integrate it into the tools that MSPs use on a daily basis.
Yes.
Make it much more easier for our partners or our joint partners, MSPs, to really support their customers.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think that's kind of where that better together story comes in with Microsoft and ConnectWise, because we really are using and leveraging the AZO platform to really kind of continue to build these integrations into, because we know that our partners, our MSPs, are leveraging so many different point solutions out there. And so we're going to continue investing a lot of development into creating kind of a central place where MSPs can go and be in one console, or as least amount of consoles as possible, to be able to do their work and serve their SMBs. And Microsoft, obviously, you've got so much great enablement materials for SMBs. There's again, the product suites that you offer are so vast, right, within the Microsoft ecosystem. But I think you kind of nailed it, right? My next question was going to be like, why did we start out with Microsoft and in cybersecurity? And I think that you hit the nail on the head, Erwin.
Yeah,
Go
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, so the SMB enablement you mentioned, that's really important. But I was gonna ask, like, what is the what's the, I don't know, like, where do you think that this partnership is helping our MSPs, our partners, to provide the most value?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things here. First of all, is that security is such an important enabler for anything else that you would like to do with your customer. And we see this also with the transformation of AI, is that every time we have an AI conversation with a customer, enterprise or a small business, that the first conversation is around the security of the estate, the security of the data, the security of access. And so it's a foundational technology to even be able to talk about other business value adding technologies like AI or analytics. And especially, I think, for MSPs, this helps them just creating that foundational technology with their customers. And then have the opportunity to add a business value services or solutions on top of it. But it's also by itself, as security is a very good service to increase their portfolio with customers. And we see this also in the data, is that we all know that SMB IT investments have been increased last year, and there was. The last 2-3 years, we come out of economic uncertainty and from COVID, so it has been around the 2 to 4%. But if you look at security services and security investments, they were double digit in the last 2-3 years. So even in an IT budget of SMB that has been relatively stable, we see that security is an area where every customer still is almost like significantly investing in, and that is clearly a business opportunity for MSPs to extend their services with their customers.
Yeah, it's interesting, as you were talking about that, it made me think about a survey that Jay Ryerson, who works at ConnectWise and started a cybersecurity company and was part of the Continuum family before that acquisition by ConnectWise. He likes to survey the audience and ask, how many cybersecurity solutions are you using today to manage your clients? And it's usually anywhere from 12 to 20 different solutions that they're using just with cybersecurity alone. And so I think where this collaboration is going too is being able to simplify your cybersecurity stack, right? And your stack in general as an MSP, to be able to create more efficiencies and, again, cybersecurity workflows. Maybe that's the third chapter. I don't know.
I think, Vicky, I think that's spot on. Because what we have seen with, and we see it in the data, and we do a lot of research with our partners, but we also hear it when we talk to our partners, is that integration is becoming more and more important. Because for IT organizations to be able to start adding more business value services, and AI, as we all know, is going to be a significant investment in IT technology as well, across almost the whole IT stack. But you can only start making your resources, your IT resources, or for partners, your engineering resources available for these business value services, if you start becoming more efficient in how you manage like core IT services like security. And so we think that the focus on like integration, doing more with less, and making sure that you can be running your IT services more efficient as an MSP will really give you the opportunity to open new business opportunities. And so again, that's why we're so excited with the integration that ConnectWise announced today in your RMM and PSA tools, because that delivers this kind of efficiency for MSPs.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Well, I was going to say, it sounded like your dogs were really excited too about this announcement, or maybe it's the Amazon delivery driver. I don't know if you have those moments.
Yes, we have a bunch of packages on our front door every single day. I'm not going to lie about that.
Well, you know, my dog loves the UPS driver. I don't know what it is. FedEx, he's like, but the UPS driver, he always honks his horn when he's coming down our driveway. And my dog is just like, game on, let's go.
Yes.
Oh, well, awesome. Well, I wanted to go ahead and share the kind of the news, the meat of what this integration entails.
Let's go there. Yes.
Yeah. So perfect. Thank you so much to our producer, Jessica. Okay, so again, this is with Microsoft Defender for Business, right? And there are integrations into ConnectWise RMM, which is part of the ASIO platform, as well as ConnectWise PSA. And so we've created a PSA sync, essentially, that takes the information from ASIO and then passes it down to PSA. And again, this is automating critical workflows by seeing what's going on with Microsoft Defender for Business, right? And being able to pull that as an incident, right, or a ticket back into the ConnectWise RMM solution, right, within ASIO. And so again, this is supposed to create efficiencies. It is obviously based on a cybersecurity offering, but this is to really help to give you the sight into Microsoft Defender for Business within ConnectWise ASIO, within ConnectWise PSA. So that way it makes it a lot easier to really see things from a single dashboard. So that is the essence of this integration. And, you know, to kind of dig into what those offerings are, Erwin, I don't know if you could kind of shed some light on the security offerings that this integration centers around.
Yeah, the EDR solution that we're talking about here is Defender for Business. And it really, you can purchase it from Microsoft or MSPs purchase it from their indirect provider in two different flavors. One is standalone, Microsoft Defender for Business, but the second one, which we think is a great offer, is to Business Premium. And Business Premium is you can think about it. It's our enterprise Office suite, Teams, all the technology, but making available, easy to manage, and targeted to SMB customers. And that is so you get the rich value of Microsoft Office, of Teams, of SharePoint, of all our technologies, as well as incremental security technologies and the vendor for business in one, I would say, pretty cost-effective package.
Gotcha. Again, the consolidation, being able to leverage more with Business Premium, including the EDR component.
Yes.
I love it. All right. And then just to kind of reiterate what this story is, again, you know, I kind of alluded to the saga or maybe the trilogy. I don't know if you're a Lord of the Rings fan or not, Erwin. Harry Potter series, you know.
I'm a big fan. I'm not too proud to admit that.
That's okay. We're among
Harry
friends.
Potter, not that much, to be honest, but Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, I should say. That's yes, I absolutely have been a fan, and I'm still are.
Okay, perfect. So if you could equate like the Star Wars story to, you know, this cybersecurity story of what we're doing for the MSP community within ConnectWise, it's creating the platform where MSPs can go and they can live, right? So reducing the amount of point solutions where they can go and leverage all of the other cybersecurity solutions like Microsoft Defender for Business with EDR in the ASIO platform or within RMM and PSA. But there's also, like I mentioned before, the awesome integration that we have and offering of bringing your own license of Microsoft Defender for Business with the ConnectWise MDR offering, right? So you have access as an MSP to our SOC. You also get access to the cyber research unit as well at ConnectWise that performs threat research and intel, and then provides that reporting back to the community. I know we work with the CRU to develop threat reports. We just had our 2024 threat report that went out. And again, it's about efficiency. And it's about really leveraging the experience of Microsoft, right, and your cybersecurity offering to make sure that we are we're in this journey together, right? And so, yeah, anything that you would add to that, Erwin?
Yeah, Vicky, yeah, I love that you say that how you also support customers bringing their own licenses here, because we Business Premium, our offering has been very successful in the last years, and it's one of our fastest growing businesses in SMB, and more than 50% year over year. And so I think it's great that this is an offer for existing customers as well as for new customers of our technology.
Yeah, for sure. And if it sounds like we're kind of being a little topical in this live stream, it's on purpose, by the way, because we have a webinar coming up on May 1st that's going to dive into this integration a little bit more in depth. And we're going to have Jeff Bishop, who is the GM and EVP at ConnectWise for Unified and Monitoring and Management Solutions, which includes ASIO, it includes ConnectWise RMM, and a lot of other great offerings. So I wanted to say that for everybody here that's listening in, we've got a QR code here that you can use to register for that webinar. I believe that we also have a promo and a link that we're going to be flashing up here on the screen and putting into the comments as well. So again, just trying to make it easy for you to register, folks. It's going to be a great time. We're also going to have David. I always call him David Beebe. I never say his full name, Erwin. David Bierman Burr, who is really kind of like the cybersecurity evangelist and architect for Microsoft Defender for Business, among other things, right? And then
Jeff also just call him David. I think he's
just call him David.
Call David. Right. Just call him David. Yeah, no, he's in our Microsoft tech team, and he is working with partners across the US daily on helping them to build security practices.
Okay, perfect. Well, and to be honest, I felt like I had to say his whole name because we've got two Jeffs that are going to be on this webinar too. So Jeff Bishop and Jeff Saba. But between the three of them, it should really be a lot of great content. And we're going to be airing this in all geos as well. So you'll see here we've got some time for our EMEA partners to tune in, for our partners that are in ANZ. I feel like that's gotten beaten into my, skull as an American, right, to say Z, because it's so unnatural. I just want to say Z. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So you'll be able to catch that, and then we'll have some promos that we'll be offering there. Trying to think what else we can use to make sure that people are tuning in, to make sure they're getting the content and the treats.
Yeah, I would say ConnectWise and Microsoft doing a webinar together. That's a pretty, I would say, a pretty interesting thing to follow. So I hope that MSP partners are checking in on this one, because I think again, security is such an important topic. I don't think we have to sell security, by the way, because I think everybody probably knows that this is such a critical service to your customers. But I think the fact that we are working together now and we can create these new offerings for MSPs to help their customers secure in a technology that they already purchased, or is very cost effective to keep them secure and integrated with all the productivity tools that they use on a daily basis. So again, I think it's a huge opportunity for us to work together with the MSPs in the next months and years.
Yeah. Oh, you heard it here, folks. There's more to come. There's more chapters in this story. So we hope to see you on the webinar next week. And Erwin, before we say goodbye for now, where are we going to see you next? What's going on in your world?
Oh yeah, well, for any of the partners that are going to attend Secure IT Nation in early June, I'll be there. And happy to check in with anybody and hear your feedback, hear things that go well or things that we can improve. So looking forward to connect again, Vicky, there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we should do feed 2 of this webcast at Secure IT Nation.
Don't tempt me. You know I'm in. I would love to do that. We could do it at the Microsoft booth.
I would love that.
Yes. So if you're tuning in, make sure you stop by because you'll see Erwin and I at some point doing a live stream or a broadcast. But yeah, no, that's great. We're so glad that you're going to come down to IT Nation Secure and that Microsoft is taking part. So make sure that you register for that, folks. We look forward to seeing you in Orlando in June. But most importantly, we look forward to seeing you first on May 1st next week for this amazing webinar. Thank you so much for joining us, Erwin. We really appreciate your time.
Hey, my pleasure. Thanks again for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And partnering with Microsoft, I should say. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. And thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you again soon.